Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard, go hop with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion, as I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the defending champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, the Patriots, they did it again. Their 12th Super Bowl appearance ever. That's a record as they seek to go back-to-back, something that hasn't been done in the NFL since Super Bowls 38 and 39 were won by the Patriots.
So you just have to marvel a little bit, don't you? How they get this done year in and year out. How do they get there? Because I just wonder at some level, do we take them for granted? Their excellence, you just kind of count on it, right? They're going to win the AFC East. They're going to have the home field advantage through the playoffs. They're going to get to the Super Bowl. None of that is easily done. Yet every year we're talking about the Patriots possibly, getting it done and adding to their record books.
They're trying to make it 3 wins in 4 years. The only teams to do that, the Dallas Cowboys in the 90s and
these Patriots in the early 2000s.
Meanwhile, it took until Super Bowl 52 for the Eagles to lift the Lombardi Trophy for the first time, and they are back looking for number 2 just 24 short months later.
Didn't take long, did it? Made it back to the big game, and let's be honest, we're never going to forget that first Super Bowl title. That win over the New England Patriots, the big plays that came out of that, Nick Foles playing quarterback and flinging it all over the place. The Phillies special has turned into a statue outside of their home stadium, the Link. It's absolutely unforgettable. But now they have a chance to add to their Super Bowl collection. They want to hoist one more.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady on the crossing route. That's caught. Julian Edelman. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. As a man, and it's Allen for a Patriot touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And He'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles coming out with a healthy Carson Wentz leading the way, and we underline the word healthy. Remember, it was Nick Foles who led the Eagles into the playoffs the last 2 years following the late-season Wentz injuries. But now here's Wentz in his third year, looking to make it 2 Super Bowl titles in 3 seasons for Philadelphia. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Stays on his feet. The dump off good for 8 there on 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. On 1st down, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Dante Hightower is a prototypical run-stuffing inside linebacker who has the ability to go to the edge and rush the passer, and there's no better example than when he had the strip sack against Matt Ryan in Super Bowl 51.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Elliott puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it. This is Michel rushing off defenders. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's complete. It's Watson. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
3-7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady has a man, and it's
Bueno.
Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Gostkowski for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
Bueno.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25.
Mira,
75 yards. As his guys are back within a single score.
Mira, tío, el pase que ha dado ahí.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line, 75 yards.
Ya empieza el equipo a dormirse, tío. Hay que ver. Hay que ver, tío, que se veía venir. Y se veía venir, tío.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Tío, nada.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6
Hay que ver,
points.
tío.
This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football
si no remonta.
at the 20-yard line.
¿No? Tío, de verdad, tío. Madre mía.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Demaryius Thomas, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They shakes him off. But now he's taken down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Sí, ya estoy cuando la mano. Buena esa.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes. That's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Brady caught by the tight end Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
This throw on target, Brady to Thomas, and they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. Still on his feet. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the...
And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Bueno.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Extra point try for Gostkowski.
Bueno.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 68 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tío, qué facilidad, tío, tiene la esta, tío, para meter.
75 yards later, into the end zone. This
Increíble.
one taken from the 7. Spins away. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Increíble, tío.
Julian Edelman gets ready to take the field again here on offense. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain it?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a third person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Ya no sale nada. Ahora de repente ya no sale.
Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Brady now on first down. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Wait, 20. 54 miles.
Brady now on first down. And this is caught. It's Edelman.
Buena.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. Stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Por hacer la defensa esa, tío.
Wentz now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Wentz.
Dale.
And Sanders has got it complete.
Madre mía.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Esto es increíble, tío. Esto es increíble.
Obviously they're not where they want to be right now.
Pero estáis defendiendo, tío. ¿O qué estáis haciendo, tío? Pero, hacho.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown Eagles.
Está, tío. Ya está.
Alshon Jeffrey.
Mira, a ver si.
Hasta
venga.
And the Eagles get a score
Madre
closer.
mía, señor. Tío.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion.
Déjalo. Ya verás lo que tardan en remontar, tío. Ya verás.
Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Oh, Dios mío, tío. Ah, tío.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
We're going 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right?
No, tío, no te dejan respirar, tío.
Thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
Madre mía. Increíble, tío. Que no se despegan, chaval.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
No, tío, no se les puede ganar. Tío, no se les puede ganar, tío, de ninguna manera.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
Van a meter otro,
I'm doing it, though. This is a really
seguimos sin defender, tío. Seguimos sin defender.
Scripting plays to start a game.
Si no se
A lot of
puede
them
jugar, tío.
script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Gonna look, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Claro, tío, déjalo que metan ya otro, venga.
Over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got
Con la
a first
ventaja que
and 10.
llevamos.
They run with Howard, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They go with Howard again, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders.
No paramos
And they're
una,
going to
tío.
get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, now Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 36 yards on the play. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 33 yards that time. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Brady gives to Michelle. And they can't corral him. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Running with Howard. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And all the way down to the 26.
That's all right.
A big play there for Philly. Even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Completes it to Aguilar.
Y otro. Madre mía, señor.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Ay, Dios, cabrón.
14-yard touchdown.
Nada, otro más.
Now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest.
Madre mía, chaval, con la Filadelfia, tío.
After catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That time, a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line.
Otra vez apretando, tío, Filadelfia, tío.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to loft one deep and got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Right, set, 29, Alpha. Here we go. Ozzy.
Now on 2nd and 16. Brady, that's caught. It's Thomas. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in this Super Bowl. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really...
And he keeps finding his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Let's shift now and discuss Deshaun Jackson. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Waiting. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the 41, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And it's 3rd and short. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Two times. Everyone got 4 down. Okay, son.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline. His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now Sanders, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now Wentz on 3rd down. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
No, sta mirando il tempo perché non van a remontar. Non van a remontar. Non van a remontar al volo. No, ya van a 9, tío.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air. Because right now, we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Siguen, ¿sabes? Esto sigue.
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Este equipo no va a parar, tío. No vamos a defender uno.
Julian Edelman and the rest of the offense back onto the field now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On the ground is Michel. Oh, he breaks another. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 1st down, Brady. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And shedding through the tackle. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The point after try for Gostkowski.
Qué buena
esa. The lead is up to 15 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Throwing now is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing is Wentz. Ertz over the middle. Fights through and now a crease. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Down Michel. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Brady going to throw. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down to the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And it's Michel once again. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Michel. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
On the ground, Michel. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots.
Buah. Vamos a llevar los Patriots.
And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way. Didn't have to face some adversity in the journey. And now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, They'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Buah, chaval, nos han hecho ahí anotar un montón,
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Ah, mira, Brady. Tom Brady. Aquí lo dejamos en NFL. 41-56. Es un partidazo Tom Brady. Nos han complicado bastante. Al final se han llevado los Patriots, la Super Bowl. El partidazo de Brady, sí. Nada, aquí lo dejamos, la final. Hasta luego, chicos.